Yeah, try and come on so hand see. Yeah, that diamond tra I say, but my main cow says of we the next 45 minutes. Mr. All Properties Adaroma Anafe St. Andrews SHS one Adaroma and this and come with Edinburgh. St. Andrews SHS no acquainted the whole SHS 1 and 2 and which is one year courses be our on campuses now. One or Asin Fusu Mankasim Dunka on a friend and a seshi assignment show. Number order from 0244 696911 and 0207891004. Now what team one at the air in Kitahometre St. Andrews SHS. And what you show, Mr. All Properties is a Quenya Cassia told Yamao or teach you say we are in Sassini a dime wajuma. One each say so person or tongue, so person or talk. Hope a name dear or said you mean Mr. All Properties so be boy kwans from Kusukra. Enti and what is super so on Kasa. Number all day, Mr. All Properties bidding kita only 0248 500 495 and 0500 042 966. Mr. All Properties Limited, Quality Housing Services. Eshada CC Ediamao. Ndiama Urefi. Because all the VIP for us say on the call 4 Super Fridays na Fiera Adakabre from Paul Manson. The last point was Mankasim Salt Pond to be precise. Edasi, Kwamofaswa, Moji, Ewo, Efeso, and Marinfi. We have the last round to go in Tishan. So said, baby, I will be on the Potema, we should be on the Brima and Hokwano. Ebeba Hona Eno Abedi a year in Kitao. But Charming paying Mamina a year or mine a brew or say coffee. Kenya's number one, mine. Yaka say there o chiami penyi erade to nsa frɛ nyame ya adom akina na wɔtwe da no nti enyina ye nkotai ɔmanhene ɔsɛ kofi abiu achi ɛwɔ Kenya se number 1 na indi chiami penyi ne na wɔtwe ɛda Fred Agbonya tena se hwɛ ne se Fred Richard Ahiagben so ɛbɛtena se Fred akwaba. Well party business bibia nam ne kwa so. The countdown is on. Yes, it's 70s. Nimana counting down the days. Nearly 70 days, and we're in the 80s. The 71, right? Okay. But Bibiana and I'm not quasi. Especially when presidents actually went through the campaign and budget actually went through the campaign. Now concentrating on electoral commission and no more Mokikan. Bibia cool after the press conference. Okay, so we also
come back after an ejuma. Yeah, my man, so Professor Nana Pogajimai, Ecotona Juman, so Western region, maybe no one sana or mobile bay cancer seminal. Okay, Camera, Obi Jane said, I don't know your campaign, I'll be Jow campaign tour, a bank transfer by a press conference. About one I call you now, I obey my campaigning in now. So I referee now, Baby D March 9, I Jane said, Unyam Basu be no money plaques or ye be uncle Sibia. And nothing a big answer, you better draw Ghana for you now, you has attention to. Nyama course in our electoral system nim. Now sometimes we a man for do now say na about to e din chiro de say nya hwe. Bia metaka de kamna e din chiro na nya e din chiro keke o. E din chiro na e coastal line say e ko chiro din. Ana say coastal line say e ko to aba no. Ne ye kan ne say hona na ye di ensu nsam nyina de hye ne nsa. Hona na ye di e kan ne asam nyina de hye ne nsa. Hona ye di aka kwan ho nsam nyina de hye ne nsa. Ye hu Bible ho nsam ye de hye ne nsa. Enti is about the destiny of the society. Ehunya. And nothing I got to about it. Debbie, and I just a mere exercise. Exercise be a year for a particular purpose. And to an ye, now for that time, now what you say, oh, camera, when the dimension was out, my man, ye. Now, obedient chance they be here, my own yet, and see a fucker and now quite be so. Edgy segment they are fruit that I will be fra. Let's just say any blossom. Let's just say any blossom. And nothing now, yes, I find in Nabi Bia. Mentimi wansi aba to no obocha na koda ne mojahwegu na koda ne basabasa yo ene o man sey eno tina ye chukoko sey o man Ghana ye nyina abra bo ho ba kira bedo sampempeso yi ye mpese be sanko ye chi enti ne e betimi ama ya sanko ye chi no mu ma ye njai na bi mu ka na go say o ti say Ghana de yo man stronko bi a ye de ne asi wa man foforo so no e bi timi si we ti sa asem na so unti ase e bia several years ago before Nesi or Liberia here, I could be so be say
Liberia.
But I'm going to be now, my idea. Say land of freedom, or be a new pay. Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, na Kenya, but one day pay. One day pay. One shiny year. Because you'll be an a bet me, I say, may also see me pan my dynamic. Because I said, it is not about necessarily about the political elites. On my phone, come here in a quiet bed, maybe don't cry, and I bet you around 2 a.m. And I may don't cry, and I bet you not pay you. Ye quiet bed, and I'm for can you say, Yen Pino, Mona Mon Yen Pino for a mother party nano. Moon Tresse be a consultancy, now quay there again to. And see, a bet you to be a oh, that pin partner no crano. A be a party from Fubio. Then they tell the Lord to their own at that time, but Shana, I could do it to persuade the nation himself, money and Drew. Once often time, there is this perception I think is, oh, and I'm saying, we are control over the military, over the police, over this and that, and I can deploy them. But you see, history shows us, and examples across the world show us that when a society, a people is determined, so maybe there is no military might, there's no police might, but me are standing in the way of the people. And those examples are there. Watch it, because soldier didn't know who to now, ebi or the Bible rameno. Send a year need to nibio. Send a papa need to nima need to nibi. And to be queen in answer now. And nothing else say about to nekoto. And ye be big keke, oh, they say, yes, you got to Debbie. It's about the future of this country. Come now, now I'm gonna. Oh, man, you may be a man in it low. Oh, money, chacha, pansine. Be a cost for me more. Be anywhere cost for me.
That's why any people say more Adom Kuma, now we a potential party or government in waiting. No, most are born to be a motor to cop park as well. More bony pehukeke, more say any pajani keke. More uncas a more bomutrim posenka, be being secret and cayenne be mrev. You are crying more than the bereaved. Be there, cosy, instead of multi for unit train and a union more bontino. Don't do another omonda, especially when, for instance, Mampaying our fish in the way of flag or yak and name Mampaying. Let me chat na pro bosso preocupe. Said the cost media, some man when a man can idea about to have a cosino, neither media to media to muchina. None of the children so be able to so. A who been a model to you and now say, what really is the situation? Is there no any other way? Who bet me across wedding community?
Coronim. Yeah, manual seminal. And yen seminal na ye nim. Ah, yet say, and a nya queen so big jima, a bit na come was him. And I'm or dry or more minor. And a quiet in our sheen him say, or my neighbor to come boom, as a child manamana queen him. And to Yamani be brewa, a yana a kayemu. Yama be bree, but I be me be maname can refide with swap, but you're not that's over your bonting. And the man dream said, Sabi your man penny or the money mama. And he what your cake? Oh, no, na me brother half way the campaign, not so much, I'm a bank right. Professor Najmai, only she ain't me bank a press conference. Echinani enemy you. Come on, this is not the first time I hear this organ now. In the Fourth Republic, you are two about, I think it's about the 8th election, you got to. And you need process you got through. Any ne who ne, and net me got traba, I got through D, and I once in constituency. Now, well over 21,000 names.
But that's where the people is because of the circumstances under which there's a big difference between the previous and now. So clearly, we should also admit that some of these flaws, but we should find a way out of it.
Kamara, the difference should be better, not worse.
The circumstances and the time is also different.
With circumstances.
COVID circumstances.
Kamara, you talk about a showing you now. Also, collaboration is so ding. Otonofo ontie o kan bebia on your wo so ya jimai na o pe an obeye de bia me kan say be ma me jimensa e fa say
Jane Mensa
on ti me kan so no o ti about to asem ase organ asem ife lagbenyo because I've been part of this process for all these years that been on no buy but my salary me nchire me so no ti anyama we ase ese me because of over the 33,000 police stations now organized, I'm not sure that they know even cut off those police stations. And they understand the real geopolitics of this country. So they're about in crowd in their condition. Nyaya on the ground, you so be chance so as what concussion and Yama for firm ones are betrothed, come on easy. And nothing like to for say, register here compiling 2012. Now, Kaya, you see, I'm sorry, I have to go back to this conversation again. Nancy, I says he can't compel that particular register. I said the rituals almost every 8 years. You can new register. More than Moka, say technology about. Once they take your biodata into the system, there is no way everything has the same view. And TSS can find us a register no. With the mindset, once you get that one, nearby and say continue continuous registration. Now, anytime you go to a Babiano, almost self at time worried and also you be their free so. And the most important, the beautiful thing about it, even that old is and say, come now, if I say, me papa be do also. Now, what can be? Never to about. To the extent of being using the biodata, that name will just remain on the register and it will not have any.
We've gone past this conversation.
Yes.
So
now they buy say, but we advise against it.
But the Electoral Commission also gave reasons why they think.
Which reasons?
And
then, reason are they justifiable? All the reasons that were adduced, they told us that the register was overbloated. Can they say that this current one that I've compiled is not overbloated? They claim that there were foreigners on the old register. Can they say today, say this new register without foreigners on it?
Are we looking at the percentage of all these infractions now?
The infractions we are seeing now are far more than we have ever seen in our electoral history. The infractions we are seeing today, with the so-called better register, with the so-called better technology, with the so-called better approach and different way of doing things, are worse than any we have ever seen in our history.
Acknowledging also that times, in the normal times that we are in.
Normal time does not mean that you should be super incompetent when at least you have an institutional memory. Said this, we have gone through it. And the beautiful thing is that even though Interparty Advisory Committee, not created by the Constitution, in the wisdom of your predecessors, the likes of Dr. Farijan who said, these are the major stakeholders. And we don't get them involved. We don't interact with them. We don't solicit their views.
But,
Ubaye, Mami, I pack with your friend. No pen, no ye. Oh, yeah, okay, we meet Debbie, we are an autonomous institution.
But
we are created by the institution.
But that is
you see, autonomy does not mean that you know it all.
But
autonomy does not mean.
But so when you say it can't be so, we are autonomous and just only BBR.
But that's the portrait.
That
is a current portrait. You see, camera. Uba why you I think there's something new, must.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you calm down.
Exactly.
Now, then become a better person.
But when you come into they know what time is it much more than what's you as administrator. There's a problem.
I don't think anybody gave that impression. And nobody gave that impression. But you see, the porch no the back office. And I'm said through the back door, no by already on him say Charlie, me jaja me hwa, microphone be pian me. And the only way I can legitimize me buy and say, me na me pay. But you see, Echo Bui and boom boom kwame so. And then me kai Dr. Faraja in 2000 elections. I remember I met him around Kisem area. Do you know say papa? Not in the driver and they were using some V8 white be. On in the driver pay no police escort, nothing. I was going around police stations. Extra said then the cost of about home. Mommy. According to so soldier for the police for the nature. Oh, did you crap police for the nature? I don't know through. Bonnie now, Nissa, I ain't here. Usro, no, ni fear crowd me for the fear.
The previous EC now, Urban News file, and I have block rules in and
no. Charlotte say, yeah, Bonnie, Charlotte doesn't mean that reaction. I know, Mr. Urban News file. Oh, now coming who that? Charlotte comes to church. And she drives by herself. I see her every Sunday.
But they have the right for that protection.
Which protection?
You see, what's your problem?
It is that protection.
Oh
yes.
No.
And I'm saying, only Debbie. Only Bonnie person obey it.
You cannot.
The state must give. Oh, you cannot. The state you can polish it.
No. That is your own business. The state always provides for such personalities. And man, yet he said the BB chintina.
You see, I'm so only born near plans of Bayentino.
No,
they have the employee, the man is security. Now she feels so secure. So, soldier for me, and Pebia Mayor become a young man.
We're talking about the Electoral Commissioner.
So what? So what? Electoral Commissioner, so what? The Electoral Commissioner, so what? Bigger than the whole of Ghana? More important than the whole of Ghana? Her security is more important than the rest of us?
You can't write her off.
Who is she?
He's the Electoral Commissioner
of
Ghana.
So she mess all of us up.
What mess up?
What she's doing, what she's compiling. The way she's going about things? Is that what you want? Are you happy with it as a Ghanaian? Come on, are you happy? Is that what you want? There are over 1 billion Ghana cedis. Is that the exercise, the result you expected?
But by inference, one person just say a perfect system.
Nobody is saying that.
So what is your problem?
I am saying, sir, you see, correct it. You don't get to the top and go and make a mistake every class 1 child will not make. It makes you so useless. That's the point I'm making. Because Electoral Commission, we have gone through this process over the years. So one would have thought, so we have learned some lessons and to be able to correct the things as we move on. But if we are back to zero, the things that we didn't even do in the 90s, now we are doing. How on earth can we go and register in an elections? And for one single constituency, pam, over 21,000 names missing. While now they call parliament, see and they pass the DMRA, even before the exhibition. You are supposed to put the provisional results on your website. That you couldn't do. And also at a time, now you are supposed to give the provisional register to political parties. Now it's steady. You did that few days to the program. As a matter of fact, when you even started the exhibition, the first day around the police stations, you have to withdraw that one the following day and submit another one. How can you work like that? And you think we shouldn't complain about these infractions? We should applaud her? Jesus Christ, come on. You should be worried. All of us should be worried. You should be worried. It cannot continue like this. Now your registration, your limited registration, only 2 days the account, also on the 1st of the coming month, you be registered back. You see, Commander has said, yeah, bro. Ghana ha, Sido ha ya see. There are people here who won't pay PPSM. There are people here who won't pay this SM. There are people here who won't pay party BSM. And to be because na enya, not here, or catch you be. Or better na mobi da found. Today as we speak, I started picking this information. You know, I'm a deputy director of international relations. You are a partner of every part of the world. And so we interact and engage our people. Suddenly, the MPP people outside in America and Europe and the rest are saying they are mobilizing, they're coming to register. As I said, but the registration here in Ghana, and talk about registration being. So we started getting this calls from America, from Europe, and all over the place. What are they saying? They almost say before they mobilize, someone back Ghana will be registered. Let's see a registration. You got a letter commission, say, I'm running my own continuous registration. Until on the 1st of October, Osako BM, say, Omuni how much registration, registration. And whichever way they are bringing the people in to come and do it, only God knows. Now you're Ghana near what Togo there. Now I'm far from Ghana there, don't enter, the borders are closed. But you're Ghana near America before play about there, you are allowed to come in. But you're Ghana near Burkina Faso. I don't need a plane to enter. They can just walk across the border and enter the country there. Don't come in. But that is what it is. Oh, come on. I can't say
no, but you stopped from Togo, Ghana or Togo, or Cote d'Ivoire. Are you stopped from flying?
You see, when you talk like this, it hurts me.
No, maybe it's a question.
No, but
you are impugning an integrity.
I am suggesting to you that.
No, but you are impugning an institution.
Anti-Samete Lome.
Yeah.
Lome.
Yeah. 10 minutes to 15 minutes drive.
Do I need to go and take a plane and fly to Accra?
But I'm saying that the only option for you now to say, and it's before you.
You see, that is why the state must be conscious and know this. Say there's no Samete Lome. Now me present back for me go for plane back Accra. No ma faka kwa back. So it is Zebila and out to Boku. You can just walk from Burkina Faso to Boku in less than 5 minutes. And to me go back Gadugu, now me go for a plane in Accra. And some of our back to Boku to go and register. That's what you're saying. And the Ghanaians who live in America today, who live in everywhere in Europe and Asia and wherever they can come down and come and register. But although you're Ghana near our borders are there, borders closed. You can't come in. How unfair can we be? How unfair can we be?
But who are Bemu? But what catty baby everywhere? And all the material they be see to know, SU material also, just to get a picture and a sympathy and a certain kind of attention. It suit to your interest. You are not looking at the bigger interest where you ain't gonna afford this is what we want to do.
I don't know. Okay, sorry. Come on, okay, sorry. Maybe so. Okay, sorry.
You need baby or the Philippines.
Because now besides I'm in chance here.
Yeah, because
Ghana for Ghana for can't say.
But why not to bother him?
Anya woman penny.
And yeah, man, penny and
now one in next to agree.
Reason he represents our interest.
Reason ben no man to border.
Now you know the reason.
Hold it. Reason ben no man.
You know.
Reason ben no man.
And I'm saying you know.
Oh, come na me be south. So what I was saying United
because we are not in normal times.
Until all fair break but no normal times. All fair play but no normal times.
But there's a system that
which system? And can't you put the same system in place in Aflawo border? And you can't do same at a Lumo
so
border.
why wouldn't you suggest? But why wouldn't you suggest?
Did they sort my view when they were taking the other decision to open the airport? So why do you think I must be the one telling them? Don't they know?
Then keep your cool.
Why should I keep my cool when it's affecting me? Why should I keep my cool when it's affecting Ghanaians? Why shouldn't I speak for them? If you are saying, say, we are not in normal times, and you have put a system in place, so Mamufa airport abano, what is preventing you from doing safe? At least we have major border areas or Ghana, Flower border, Paga, FNS, Elubu. Why don't you put the same system in place there? What's your work for me another company, be the better airport? Somewhere cover test, and take about $150, $80 for the company. We don't even know who the directors are. We don't even know which company is. Meanwhile, the people are collecting money. They pay something small to airport company. In the good year, you see all these things, and all of you are quiet. All of you are quiet, and you are watching. And this neighbor cannot be subject to the questions. Because you are also a member of our society. And to money pro, why are you also not complaining? Why do you think that it's only NDC people must come and sit here and talk about it? So that we are seen as bad people? Is it not affecting you?
When you suggest,
don't you have relatives who live abroad who come and they complain about this?
When you suggest, also we are member patch it cannot be the sole responsibility of just
the journalists. Yeah. That is the impression you created.
But that is also another angle somebody will look at it from. You need to give that response.
Come on, I can say, Che, Obi nye Ghana nisi Obi o. And Obi no bet nyadwe so no pe Ghana sem esi Obi. O man no ye nyina person ko enim na nko ekire. Nyama na ekoso no time. I'm telling you. Take na ye course if you crop for the chairman Togo. Omo NDC branch chairman. Chairman call me say so are they saying say and your mom was person back Ghana no to be chiro mudi there. Mamum ba na me so chairman den. Na say mam local borders. And you go from am. Ni krom ya joje. 20 minutes drive from Aflawo. And you have to go ticket. Non fa plane bra Accra. Non fa kan ko joje na ko register. Owia, non fa bra kan be fa plane ko Lome. Is what you are saying? How unfair can we be? And G. Mensah and Boss Masari and Anado sits there and they tell her that we should keep quiet. And we should applaud them. Because what they are doing is in the interest of Ghana. And you think it's fair. And you come right there. Oh, these days when I'm Krumana Mafoka say, oh, and I'm more there, more too much. And a press conference, and now you are not taking action. Action be never taking.
But more too much.
So we should keep quiet, right?
But more too much.
Ebia, in the coming days, yen kasa. But nyamano besia ma yen nyina nya ho faso. What I say, maybe the things will correct themselves by themselves. We don't need to talk about it again. And see they are so yeshe. Oh, enya proper. Enya proper.
I see. Richard, I want to say, Richard, very unusual of you.
It's very usual of him.
No, very unusual.
My brother, but it's very usual.
Very unusual.
It was not like that in the past.
that makes it unusual.
But because he's following the wrong people now, he has changed. I know him. Richard used to go and wait at the radio station for 30 minutes.
But that's what I'm saying.
As soon as he got involved
it's not usual of him to.
No, we swap.
You swap.
Somebody came.
So it's unusual of you to be swapping.
Richard,
yeah.
Well, no matter saying. Well, let's say Dimu Krum Komo.
Yes.
And I think one of the most important topics here discussing.
Was it Krum?
Monsieur Krum Komo, Bomodiano. That's it, you can't we are. You can't see we are.
Mukrum.
No, they do some cry. Then Krum Komo.
Mukrum Komo. Yes.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yes, that's why I came in.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hey, they said last week, okay, right. So, you can't come on. In fact, the Gina Swatch Kakra, Ghana Mampenny, Unisisi, or Press of Saba.
Yeah.
Now, proba Uchaso, not important in say electoral commission for na montu o mutu no otutu say sanko yi a ono so nya de abato no so so obaji atoso in fact Fred Agbonyo enso demonstrate say enya de ye eniso if say in the history of Ghana you didn't throw exercise no enyoma akoso under the watch of these commissioners no a weird a strange inti ese obi aka ho asem yes emboa the odi atwa to kra beto ye they say yema akwanje but even proud to the one day of IBB mama ni petima chobdi no per what Fred is saying MPP for no more amanone no more hinting that so they have organized themselves as to how they are coming doing our mobile Ghana abachro omudi but somebody el Togo somebody Cote d'Ivoire somebody Burkina Faso somebody is in Ivory Coast or non own to me by road 10 15 20 minutes rather than sanko for the heads of Munkofa played Emra Ghana Mpensenpensenmu back to their place in control. What's really happening?
Yo, my name, whether Fachame, my stock or baby into my mama and Tamono. Ghana ha, say Yesu Christo, and as Prophet Muhammad, ebe president wa ha, NDC4, Benya Wasamaka. Exhibition ye ne debiara da ye tro the krata no foforo no a ye no a it's a process ompenifo adwene ho ayato ho se ya tro din na wie no betumi aba se ho beto chima enti saa bre no yenyi nto ananse yenhye na yemfa nhwemu na yenye correction enti yenhyehyɛ ya ɛda ho se nkamfumso emma nkampenifo adwene ho anyesa enti no a normal processor ye famu now say NDC and as a former president John Mahama our concern be about ECR me nkasa ma EC obetumi address it no to ma kanasem but as matter of policy say be on as a process no me hunu hwe a EC we ya e BC da ntia membra ene the flag bearer say ntia say campaign wa bre na person ba Ghana kase wa bre wa person ba Accra kase wa bre na wo ba Accra o twa so wo ba Accra ne de na ba oba ba gi ise adwuma na ya na enti na we twa so
drawing EC's attention to the infractions
na baby on count me draw EC na nkasa wo ye omadwuma EC wo nkasa wase former president John Dramani Mahama ono na bre so no EC they had problems with missing names big names were missing in the register and you say be a net na saadi yesi ya Ghana bakosem enti wo twa so aba Accra no be den wa ha ye ko Accra no oba no oba kwatra EC ho ayedwuma no wa bre na person ba Accra we nya asem bi ati obeka say EC ayade exhibition ye da ye da biara dan so ho asem ba enti dey ni nyina ne say process no ye be di akire me no me ka say as matter of fact no minim nkrofo a omo so edin aye say de enimo sayafo no beto abama MPP what I say enti enya ade a
NDC for kwa
dey enya NDC for kwa enti no we enya ade a NDC for take position and I say ada former president Mahama dey na asesa ono say EC entimi regi election o kan to na numo to ha say na ye ka so ade o monye ne se monye so dey bi mo de mon kama asem ye o makoma so mon kaba EC be dey ope okay, so some krom ha. Oh, he said make your case and let the EC do its job.
We never said that.
Oh, my brother's publication on Joy. No, please.
The former president said that it's an independent body that should be allowed to do its
job.
Yeah.
That is what he said.
But so what I said is it different from this?
Two different things.
Okay, the former president said the independent is the EC is independent. Allow it to do its job. Is that not the same thing?
So the EC is doing their job?
Yes, it's doing their job. And what about this one? He said the EC cannot rig election. That one, he said it or no?
He never said it.
He said so, my brother. Well, so please, okay, you can sit here and be vetting. But at the end of the day, opening NDC, build it KCBR. They want to end up saying, oh, at the end, they are questioning the process one after the other. But these were the same processes under them. Onyana or no Fred Kasa, I'll bring out the publications. I don't know, say time one. Them I know at Chireno. Under them, the number of people's names were missing and what they said that time. The point we must make is that easy yama wo dwuma easy nye say NDC per se attack and as encourage easy no ye dwuma we support I support because the end result is that Ghana for ye din wo mu dano meme wo GDA say beto ma na nado dango go for adon omo edin register mo enti ye make sure say processes am befamu no enye processes abebo bia na at the end of the day no bia din bekomu me kura de say the akwa duro me bonfire say between now and the election day no they will go through a process that will allow so be biara what really din or card the bia no they will be able to regularize the processor will be able to me akwa to aba asumdwe ebeba ho
okay so
and that is the point I'm concerned about.
Can't rig elections.
Yes.
Former President John Mahama may have suddenly changed his views on the credibility of the Electoral Commission, but memory of his strong faith in the integrity and credibility of the EC ahead of the 2016 elections still lives on. Mr. Mahama on November 18, 2016, emphatically pointed out that the Electoral Commission cannot rig elections, reacting purported claims by his opponents at the time that the EC was preparing to possibly rig the election in his favor. Mr. Mahama said, and I quote, "Some of them have gone to the extent of saying the Electoral Commission is preparing to rig the elections for John Mahama. What absurd nonsense." He noted that Ghana's electoral system is one of the best in the world. Note my words, not in Africa, in the world, because it has inherent instruments for guaranteeing its integrity.
Does this
but even with this, if it doesn't stop the former president criticizing a process that he has been part of for years, seeing that process no, a different lane more.
But there's
an admission.
Yes.
There's an admission.
Yes.
That clearly it's the EC, an entity, they are built with credibility and integrity.
Yes.
Fine. But in Sini say, some institution na yen nyina nim say munyam ene no kredie ene toti omonyuma yimu say esin to bema ontimi on that to the integrity and credibility of the Electoral Commission. No. But he is questioning nyoma bia say he has the right, but he has not changed his mind.
And America say, and none of the men so me or yen so ye court air question say, easy in the Juma, yen na America say, person omo ye Juma say be ya, obi abenya kwan atoba. But the air can say, who nim say, sa nyoma no a wo kan ho asem ne no, e bi si abre na wo so no. I say to me understand say the process no, and I say easy no as an institution is evolving. E ko nim omo usua, omo ye no omo usua. Every institution evolves. Enti wonim say ade we esi na kire say ebetumi esi e nipa na ye adwuma no ho nti kakra na ye pem ko enim nti wo saa nipa no o megire ha anya wo ho say da bi si da na sa won te bi da wo ye saa wo ye otrofo na be kai
kamronim
o de ase nti no na me ka say den na asese nti a na ade na esi wo ase no aya wo say entumi esi bio wo ho ni nyina ne say ye nyina ye mboa ma ade no enko nenimu ye pese Ghana ko nenimu. That is the difference between the position, you know, any position I mean kuta say yenim say there are challenges. Enti challenges in any exhibition at ho say ye throw a dini wi a ye hwehwe mu na make sure anya Akufo-Addo na kofa buy. So easy structure no.
So you buy into what President Akufo-Addo says that Mahama can't be trusted. He's inconsistent and flip-flops.
Yeah. From 8:30 and I say 8 o'clock I'll start to program. Met me abobon your mama or say I could see 6 p.m. and then Nungtino, Mahama should not be trusted because he does not have a loyal position. He said the airball football match. Now they be opponent goalkeeper no. Ye bane ye ba be hye no na afi de mu pia goal no ko echi. Won't me sheda. That's the position. And that as a matter of political, you cannot engage the person. There is no honest and loyal position. Okay, so okay, ya come na ko dru ha. Oh, dia okay ni me so be dia. Catch oh nya ka so dia okay ni o se nya sana kai. No asesa na no. Nipa sa no. Untumi ne negotiate. Ghana cannot trust that individual. And no ya somewhere enye ntro no kura. Ono anga se no mu nsam. We a typical example. Betumi abobo bia ka ho akwakosi. And the president they all can say Ghana ye say ye penkoso a ono ye di enimu no ye say entumi hu say omahene de omahene agitumu say eye papanie enti say ye no a ana say omahene ba ye nim say wei na obaye enti Akufo-Addo ba ye nim say sei na okan enti oba ba say but omahene beka say na kina ye ba omahene so ye nya ni sei yen to me no one call apam on that basis.
Fred,
Kwana, ma di hu yaw, ma di mi hu yaw bebre. Hwe. Ye nyina ye amanyo sem no. E wo behia se ye ma credibility bi. Emba ye dwuma ye yaw.
no credibility.
Ni kwadie bi ba ye dwuma ye yaw. Bisa me nia Richard say in 2016 be kwa bato no. Onno ne MPP. Nsambe no man ka o ma we mu. Am fashion lot say Electoral Commission. At the time na mo kwoti let my vote count. E den na mo anya o ma we mu. Electoral Commission. And now the tables has changed. So the narrative and everything has changed. As though you have not been in opposition before. Obi anyone cancel that commission any independent body. Or they don't have that autonomy. Obi anyone cancel that commission. Basa ucha kwai na we chia. Now nim no be bejina no che say minia e kwa na otwa no we chi o bone. Eye bone. Say kwa na otwa wan ni ya. Ye nyina ye be yira ye ntimi ko du bebe e pese ye duti no. Sabre we china be ni ya bone. Addition na ye exhibition. Your YouTube said there will be infractions. There will be problems. And see a exhibition now. Let's not correct those problems. So say all year exhibition as we speak yesterday. We see on the 1st of October, we continuous registration. This additional personal carries at no. Are you going to do another exhibition? And see, those other new people now be registered now. Sapula be of one. How are we going to know? The only day we'll get to know eventually will be on the day of the election. So on the day of the election, how are you going to correct it? Come on, I'm not mass here.
Yeah.
Because the limit over registration beyond on the 1st. And we don't even know the number that you are talking about. And as I said, more people are coming to the country.
But that's what Akufo-Addo says. The inconsistency in your arguments.
You see, and again, Richard supports what his president said. Said President Mama is consistent. When we are looking at a man, looking for a man who is not consistent in this country, is there any way about Nyapa Nanado?
How?
Nanado. Go and take if you're one manifesto or the buyer. This is a man. I'm call launch a manifesto and say or Cape Coast. Or copy one radio station so. And the episode say, oh, Muslim will say a friend at the airport or Cape Coast. Also, that conversation has not come up yet. Now they need to do analysis and if it's relevant or blah blah blah. That is supposed to be his own manifesto, right? They're following the less than 24 hours. The vice president called now so almost airport or
How is that inconsistent?
Hold it there. So he doesn't even it is an inconsistency because he doesn't even know what is in his document. This is the man who promised when he was coming to office said, Oba, your friend is a Nima area, Honeyman will be area, Oba will see high-rise building like a village in the county now. The only one building waiting to see your what, except village. And then papa fear wa renovate carpenter furniture but now wa clear take over. That's the only thing that looks at it. That's the inconsistent I'm talking about. This is the president who told us not too long ago. Say for banks are collapsing their county now. He's going to pay in the form of bonds for 5 years. And I'm a boy.
Yeah.
President Manyaba was within the first year to ask can pay U10. Or say it's a bit just the amount. It does make consistency. What is inconsistency? Unless of course the English inconsistency. Unless of course the word goes in the man says I will not do this. I think I'm not the same thing. Now but now pontificate afro be from the
Is it about indecision and as an inconsistency?
It is all about it. If you can't decide, you are inconsistent. Okay, now you can't stand by what you said. Tomorrow you vary it again, so you are not consistent.
My mention of inconsistency.
You are also.
We are talking policy inconsistency.
Which policy inconsistency? Which policy inconsistency?
I said, okay. So cover bank is say baze ebeti adi. Omo mas there and omo DKM. Dey no mokai. Omo kasa general secretary ka say ne ba kola akra keto akra nkoyesa investment omutia. Besides that,
we are the two leaders. Please.
Exactly.
What yes, the two leaders. Let's subject them to scrutiny.
But he's doing the same.
But the point I'm making is that
he's not.
He's talking about indecision based on political policies.
Oh no, he said he won't pay. So the inconsistency is that now he said he will pay. Why didn't he pay before? Free SHS, he said it's 419. Maybe you sang
Who said it? Who said 419?
Your party.
It's achievable progressively.
Something that we introduced the manifest constitution. You wrote
the constitution.
No.
So
Fred,
what did I say? Free SHS. Free SHS. Free SHS. Fred Wakasa. free SHS or so on yen kromha or so on yet.
Come correct and progressive free SHS.
There's a difference between progressive and free SHS.
So what are you talking about? So don't say we not do it.
Your belief was putting infrastructure first.
That's right.
And then other things.
And then
Master, free SHS. Almost all money. If they want to call,
in fact, there were a lot of placards about it cannot be attained.
There's almost to you say free SHS 419 kromha. What do you say? But and then also obey or fine also obey. One can obey progressive. Also obey free SHS.
You do it better than what you do.
But you do it better no to do better than your progressive better no okay. Or say Akufo-Addo free SHS no also obey. One Akufo-Addo there. No, that is his thought of free SHS and all the other. Or say and obey. Teacher trainee and nursing trainee allowance. Or say won't here if that is why he must lose election or mount here and then also obey here. Where is that coming from? What do I say? Okada Kromuha. He banned Okada. Just now, he said he want to legalize it.
It's only a few.
No. But it is inconsistent. If the thing is right and you did it, you must stand by that because we are shifting like this. Nobody, please
changes.
Forget about it. So soon enough, they better change it. Mahama will say, let's change our constitution because that dynamics will change and will change the whole thing wholesale.
This absurdity.
I like the absurdity because that is what Mahama's policy has been. He is not
absurdity.
He's not loyal. No, he's describing me telling his former his flag bearer his inconsistency. He's describing as absurdity. I am saying that the man, you cannot hold him to a position.
What is happening in Volta region?
Oh, man, can't somebody
what do you think is happening in Volta region?
You see, camera, you talk about the man Abaya.
All man are shifted up.
What does he think is happening?
It's there. It's on
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm introducing.
But what do you think?
You won't let me finish.
Oh, we saw what
no, you see, they be also supporting.
Now fair the crowd.
What is the meaning of this? I don't know about blacksmith. Okay.
Also, who bought me last week?
And you know, he's trying to knock you off balance.
Come now, President Adom Masita. It is not for nothing. Inter Cancer is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. It is not for nothing. It's not the entire security architecture of this country. It's not for nothing. I urge briefing 24/7 about what is happening in our country. Come now, I did see here over the weekend. I was voter region. And now I'm not say. Who could run up a good to conference? Why? You're not why still I am bro man for no. I be seen now. I'm not say me to my pinnacle. I'm worried. So I can't find one treme. I've not heard a word from the president of this country about what is happening in Volta region. And so someway, somehow, Kwamra, I'm beginning to believe the thinking said there's some governmental complacency in what is happening in the Volta region. I'm afraid to send them some time ago. You charge them for treason. Before one could say, Jack, I told you I call you just charge a free also. They were set free. Uncle Fred in August of this year did a public forum and threatened Ghana every district of Kobia, you'll be now. Your national security operators, your CIA, your police. And yet then a man for me planning a day way. Without them knowing about it.
Okay, Fred.
And because taking over a whole police station. Come on, I'm saying, sir, I am suspecting that the government is playing some tricks on us.
Okay.
Opening.
Tell us, we need to beyond 30 seconds.
Mate. But this Togolanders issue, I said, in Yabutre. Now making sure, say, this issue is dealt with in a very matured way. President, you are giving legitimacy to these things. There's a structure, the Minister of Information is dealing with it. Okay. We say it to NDC.
They are
trying to inflame passion unnecessary.
Do not talk about it.
No.
You are now from there.